I made a French video, like 20 minutes, talking about the system and what I thought of the game and what I would like to change. And first of all, when I see the hit system, it really reminded me of SoulCalibur 6.
Right.
Not because I played it at the professional level. I was saying the weight is really close to both games because the hit system really look like the soul charge. You know, you have to activate it, and then it's a buff in a limited time. So for Tekken 8, it's like 10 seconds. And I think it's like too strong because when you hit the opponent, even if it's guarding, or even if he's hit, it's going to, well, we are going to have the time stops for the buff. So it can last 10 seconds, but it can last much more, depending on how aggressive you are. So it's a very long time. And me playing SoulCalibur 6 with a soul charge that you have to win, it was already many times stressful, but having that once around for free is kind of too much for me. Like, I think so. So I would tell them, but I told them.
Yeah. I know you did. I saw you tell them.
I told them to Arya, Michael Murray, and also some people that used to work in SoulCalibur 6 in the development team. They are now in charge also of Tekken 8. So I know them a lot already. So I'm telling them to try to balance the hit system, because once the run is a lot and the damage is, I think, too strong. And I think the Tekken 8 team really wants the people that don't really play to understand the game just by watching. Yeah. They want us to understand the impact of moments in the match. But because the hit system lasts very long time, because you can activate it once a round for both characters, it means that you have always something. You're in the hit system, you have a wage, once a round too. So there's a lot of things that is going to happen all the time in each round. So what is supposed to be like sometimes it's all the time. So if for the people that watch, I think they're like, oh, it's just common things because we are seeing that all the time. So that's why I think they have to make it more rare. And I think the effects, too many effects, lights and
it's a bit distracting.
Even the light bar, too many information. So sometimes I played and I was feeling like, oh, my life is, the opponent's life is red, white. Sometimes you just don't know how much life left.
I couldn't read the life bar sometimes. It was difficult. Yeah, I agree.
Especially, yes, in a game like Tekken, when you have your wave, you have to loot very fast how much life left to your opponent. So you have to look at that like very fastly, and then you see many populations to note at a simple note. So you're like, oh, I have to look longer to understand what's going on. And just because the colors may be too close to each other, maybe they have to change it.
Differentiate the colors.
Yes, they have to change it. Or maybe also the wave design. You know, you have a light bar, and outside you have a wave going this. It's all the light bar is going to that. In red, I'm like, what the f***? I think they really want to impress with Tekken 8. We understand that, but hey,
too much information.
Too much information, and too much information can be very distracting, and you're not focused on what is really happening. So that's what I would tell them to change.
Great feedback.
I started to play SoulCalibur 1 on Dreamcast at 7 years old.
Pretty young. Yeah, like 1999 or 2000 when it came out.
Yeah, and I started to play competitively when I was 10 years old. Yeah, SoulCalibur 1 at 10. At 10 years old. Yeah, I was like the French prodigy, sorry.
In England we have the prodigal son, Ryan Hart, but you are
Yeah, we are getting
10 years old.
older. We are getting older.
Just too old. Yeah.
No, yeah, even now people call me mom, like fighting against French mob. Well, I started, I was a little sister to everybody.
Yeah.
So I was like used to be very younger. But now we see so many 16 young champions, you know, like Eternal, his name, the English prodigy, happening on Street Fighter 5.
Oh yeah, 15.
Yeah,
What is he? I
TBS
forgot his
16.
name.
Eternal something?
Huh?
Oh, I always forget. It's like
I know who you're talking about.
Yes. He was qualified in Capcom.
He was very young. He's like a teenager. Yeah.
Yes.
He's very skilled.
Yeah, and he's very strong. So this guy is amazing. Very young.
In Tekken 2, we had AK, who was winning tournaments at 13. I think he's from the Philippines. And don't get me.
Yes. So because of the online, I think a lot of people, youngest people, also play in the game and get excited. Well, yeah, my brothers were Tekken champions back then.
Right.
And they played with Ryan Hart.
Right. So.
And they were like rivals. So when I was 7 years old already, not playing competitively, my brothers were talking about Ryan Hart and how to beat him.
That level of play.
And me, I was eating, listening, Ryan Hart. And so funny because now I'm friends with Ryan Hart and my brother stopped playing. But you know, everyone is so small.
Small world. Ryan's a good guy, a good friend.
Yes, very cool guy, very passionate, very talented, and so much skills.
Oh yeah.
So it's funny because we are still in the game now, getting older.
Yeah.
But it's really cool. We both started with not arcades, but offline tournaments, and every weekend we were going to casual sessions to some people's place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you get improved sessions. Yeah, it doesn't. I feel like online we've lost something with fighting game culture.
Yeah, that's why I organized Kayane sessions in France. So it's a casual community gathering and play all day. I think it depends on the people that gathers community. And we have a chance to have Guillaume d'Horizon. His nickname is Asenka, and he's actually one of the founders of Red Bull Committee. So he's behind this project. And when he was a student, he organized tournaments, and he was the main French organizer. So his favorite game was SoulCalibur. So when we had tournaments like World Game Cup in Cannes back then, it was one of the most European championships, and he was organizing it. And SoulCalibur had always had a very special place just because of him. And that's why the community became big, because the hype was there, because he organized many things there. And I feel like every country, when you have organizers, passionate people, gathering people, it will grow.
It's often one person who starts a community and it just grows from that.
Yeah, so that's why it's really because of this guy, you know, at first. I feel like it's really different in the way that people train online now. We have a lot of things to share on the Twitch, on YouTube. So we have content creators like you that can make people understand the game, whereas before it was really niche. You already have a niche of esports, but before you had to go to some forums with people having avatars.
Hey, Wayrod, Tekken Zaibatsu.
Yeah,
I remember.
yeah, you know, we didn't have social networks, we couldn't share techniques. So a lot of things was hidden, but now you can know everything. So it's a great source of documents about the games, and now you can train by yourself and learn a lot. Learn all the combos by combo videos. You can learn about the matchup stuff just because you see people streaming, and it's really interesting now how to improve. And that's how you can see some hidden champions going from nowhere, going to tournaments for the first time and beat people's ass.
And lots of resources out there now. Before you had to scour through forums, sometimes misinformation and just cobble together
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really interesting to see how it evolves, and even to see champions becoming content creators, and sponsors don't even want the players to just be good. Time has changed. They want us to be content creators, to communicate, to post pictures of anything we're doing, to say, hey, we're not only players, we do that. And I think for the players that want to just win, it's really difficult too to be in this era.
Yeah. No, it can be exhausting, definitely, always being online.
You
always being
have to be always connecting. And
I'm a pretty private person, and sometimes I just like, please.
I feel like because I want to play, I have to do all this stuff.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm lazy, I just want to play. But you can't just do that anymore. You have to share everything.
You have to be a personality. You have to engage with your content. Yeah, I hear you.
So it's like it's a sacrifice. And at the same time, I understand it. Because as a player, when you're sponsored and you only live from your performance, it's very hard now. You have thousands of people here. You have one stream, sometimes just one stream, and then you can't put every sponsored player to play on stream though. So sometimes the sponsor would feel like, I paid $3,000 for you to go there, and then I don't see your stream. Or if you're on stream and you lose, what is it? What's the point? So that's why creating content around is also good for the player, so that it doesn't only focus on performance, so that the contract can stay longer. So it's 50-50.
No, for sure. It's always a balance. Yeah, like it's hard to manage that balance too.
But it's hard to manage that when you're a private person and that you're a player that just want to play, and then you have to open your line, your mindset, and I think it's a difficult way to be like that when you are not naturally like this. So
yeah, like it's interesting because to be very good at most people who are very good at fighting games tend to be a bit introverted. But you can't just be good at fighting games anymore. You have to.
Yeah, you have to be all this around if you want to survive in this world, because it's still just fighting games compared to all the esports system.
Yeah.
So we have to do all this to attract sponsors. Yeah. So that's I think the biggest change in the world in fighting games compared to when I was younger.
No, yeah, esports, yeah, I get it.
But all this is quite interesting to live, and I'm happy to see publishers, like Capcom, doing their best to make the scene bigger and better, and making like 2 million cash prize on the game, so that you can expect to live more from this too. Yeah, so that's good for the players. They can invest their time for something, not just like $1,000 cash prize after 1 year of tournament. Yeah, we used to participate to tournaments just to win Xbox.
At what?
Just to win an Xbox. Back then.
Back then, yeah.
We were fighting for that. Just a console.
Times have changed, yeah.
Time is changing, so it's huge change. What I like the most about SoulCalibur is the atmosphere. The characters are very epic, charismatic. The music is nice. I love epic music. It's medieval, dark fantasy worlds, and all the characters are very unique. And then I found my Shangfang, my character. And I was 7 years old when I played her, and she was like 16 years old.
Yeah.
I was 7.
So you looked up to her.
So I was, she's my model. I wanna be like her. I wanna be sweet, kind, cute, and beat ass.
Changhua in SoulCalibur, Chun-Li, Street Fighter, and
Xiaoyu.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, I see.
For sure, I played Tekken with Xiaoyu since the beginning.
Yeah.
And because I love Changhua so much since I was a child and playing tournaments with her, so she's a character that is here in my heart for all my life. Yeah, so that's why I play Xiaoyu in Tekken, because she reminds me of Jungfang. And this all the time I play Tekken is because I'm waiting for the new SoulCalibur. I hope. When I saw Arada-san for Tekken 8, he went to France. So I went to him, I asked my question, when is SoulCalibur 7?
Where is it?
When is it? I know him for 15 years, so I can say
So that's why you're comfortable enough to be like, your game sucks, alright.
Yeah, your game, the heat system is broken. I can't say that to Arada.
I was like, oh, it's great, alright.
Yeah. You say, oh, nice game, very beautiful. Me? It's broken. What are you doing? But you know, when I saw him, I said, when is SoulCalibur 7? And he told me, SoulCalibur 7 will be 2075. I said, Arada-san, no. No, actually Okubo-san left Bandai Namco. He's working.
Oh, that's right, he did, yeah.
He's still in the video games industry, but he's not working at the game.
I saw.
But over, Takahashi-san, who is the director of SoulCalibur 6, he's now working on Tekken 8 as developer. And over main developers from SoulCalibur 6 are working on Tekken 8. So they say that...
You see a lot of SoulCalibur in Tekken 8.
Yes, so that's why I really feel like Tekken 8 has some SoulCalibur feelings. It's pretty sure that's because of the developers being there too. I think it's because it's so fast. You know, back then, while we were in 2003, 2004, when you press a button and you see your character reacting, so fastly, and just doing what you want the character to do.
Yes. And the side steps and the movement, the side step block, everyone I talk to, Arya says the same. It's very crisp, precise.
Yeah, it's so precise. It's you give an order and it just reacts. And I think it's because of its speed. The music, everything about SoulCalibur 2 is amazing. Even the stages, you're like, wow, I'm traveling in this game, you know? I think it was a nice game, very well balanced. Well, of course you have always a character on the top, but it was quite well balanced. I think you can do many things with any character. And I think it was made by very passionate people.
You can see that.
Yeah. I hate that one.
Yeah.
I hate that one, and even if I tell the developers that I hate it, and I can't say I hate that to Japanese developers, which is crazy when I think about it.
Yeah, you're pretty direct. I see that. Yeah.
But I think they like that we can be honest with them, but they were pretty sure that it would be a nice way for beginners to go to the game and do special effects and wow, what's happening. Yeah, at high level it was not that much used, but yeah, I think anytime I played with casual people and they press reversal edge, I'm like, whoa, what's happening? But they don't press anything.
I know.
So when you don't press anything, nothing happens.
The guys just look at each other.
They don't even know that they have to press a button.
I know. It's confusing, yeah. They made it weaker over the seasons, I remember.
Yeah.
And,
but I think that's why it's very good that Tekken 8 is being played at its early stage. Because I think that when you play only with the 10 same people, like the same company, they are in their mindset, and it's hard to understand the casuals.
100%. It's good to have fresh blood, new ideas, I think.
So now that's why I think to be honest with them right now is a good idea. Because at least they can still change for at least 1 year, I guess.
It's important to be honest now. Yeah, if you're not honest now, it won't get, it'll stay bad.
But when I said Arada-san, its system is broken, blah, 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 he said, forget about this. He told me that, I'm like, oops. I forgot about alpha test, so, well, it means that there will be, I think, huge changes.
Yeah.
But that is what they have to show. Many balanced things are going to happen. So maybe that's why he told me, forget
So
about it.
it's pretty safe to say that the alpha test is like going to be very different to the final product.
I think it's another way that they're going, but they're going to change the damage, the loot, all the life bars.
I hope so. I hope something is done.
Yes.
It's a bit much.
When I saw that, I was like, oh, wow. Yes, that's funny. That was very funny though, but even when I talked to them about this, and I showed them, and so I showed them the gameplay, I said, look at this. It's too much. They now, they said, yes, we know.
Yeah, we know. It's just a bit much.
It's a little bit too, yeah, even us, we know. They already know, so I'm pretty sure that after Evo Japan, they have to work a lot about this. I was talking just before you to Takahashi-san, who is working in Tekken 8 as a developer. And I said, I'm going to reply an interview with a Tekken YouTuber, and he said, oh, nice. And I said, where are you going? He said, oh, I'm going to work on Tekken 8. I said, when? What?
Like now? Is he going to
8 p.m.? Are you really going? He went to Evo all day, walking, and said, I have to finish the game. And it's like very passionate. Well, I really hope that Tekken 8 is a big success, especially because I know some of the developers working there that were in the SoulCalibur team, and I know how passionate they are. So that's why I'm really hopeful for success. And we have to be sure of something, is that the game is made with love and passion, and not all games are made like this. So I think we are very lucky to have a game made by nice people. So that's it.
Yeah, give thumbs up for the camera. Thanks so much.
Yeah, we personate here.
Thank you, Kayane.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you.